Yo, welcome to this live crossover episode with Open Gates, Real Spill. We got Bills in the car in the dark, wherever he's at. You don't know. He could be in the alley.
Never know.
It could be on the Death Star for all we know. But he's locked in. Something's going on with Gates, possibly. But like I said, it's like having a grandfather again, man. This is like this is a special relationship. You know what I mean? Like it's important. And like when your grandfather could bench 405, no problem. 6 reps, rep him out. Rep him out. No problem. Like, yeah, no, I've never been able to say that before. My grandfather only drank a lot. But anyways, so and then also, like I said, we got Deuce, Real Spill. So we're in here vibing. We just wanted to go live. We've been sitting here kicking it. We've been having some good conversations off mic. We don't have to get into it too much more than that. We could really just get into
the text messages, man. Reveal them.
Text messages.
Show text messages.
Well, I mean,
start talking about it.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot going on. Really, it was it was a text conversation that turned into a heated argument that said, "Put your face to it on the internet," next to what you're saying right now. And a lot of it was definitely Gates Open Media over here.
Yeah. Y'all want to know what I said?
Yeah, go ahead. No, I mean, go ahead. You already know because you made the statement several times on your channel. Bring it to the people. Bring it to the Sit and Politic people.
Hey, man, if y'all come over to my channel, Gates Open Media, y'all get the real deal.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I said the Lakers, the 2021-2022 Lakers are the worst team in NBA history. Yeah.
Fake ass Rush Limbaugh take. Fake ass Rush Limbaugh take is what that is.
I'm too damn bright. Let me put some shades on. I can't even look at myself.
Yeah, no, turn it down a little bit. Definitely turn it down.
No, you look like you about to spin something right now.
Yeah.
No, for sure. You're definitely going for first place in the DJ contest. Like, yeah. No, you got the sickest cuts.
Yeah.
Sickest. Bro, it looks like those glasses are upside down on your head. Fucking oblong, look like you got a pill head, bitch. This don't make it in here. Like, all right, so we all know Deuce over here. His squad forever. His favorite team, his favorite player of all time is Kobe. I dare say that might be his role model of his life. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying the man like he had a father figure and all that, but it's like I'm just saying Kobe might have been that other one. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like so. Yeah. All bullshit aside, you know what I mean? Like actually, it was had a huge impact on Deuce's life and all that. I remember when the unfortunate passing came. That was rough. That was like a little month, a little couple months actually. Like
Ken over here throwing smut on my team's name.
Exactly.
Hey man, look, I ain't throw noise on Kobe name. Kobe the truth.
No, you did in
my team.
You kind of did.
Yeah.
On the Lakers.
Mostly on the Lakers, yeah. That is pure. That's
Lakers.
Look, I mean, y'all got LeBron. I'm sorry, y'all got LeBron, dog.
So that's why
what you're saying is they're the worst team ever, which is just blows my mind.
Why? They got 5 Hall of Famers, 4 top 25 players. Then if you think about the 25 players, they did the top 50 back in '96.
4 top 25.
So, yeah. So they got the top 425. What you mean, who?
4 of the top 25 players.
Yes, they did the top 50 back in '96. So the next 25 started from '97 on.
No,
and they got 4 of those players.
25 player. Yeah. That's not top 25 all time.
No. They're not top 25. They're top 75. I'm just saying since 1996. Because they already had.
You see how you bullshit though? Do you see how you sit there and bullshit a little bit? Because
what you're saying is they're not top 25 players now.
No, they're not top 25 players.
They're not.
Now, but overall,
that matters. That matters. What are they giving to the now?
Who does the Clippers have? They still can make the playoffs. Who did the Clippers have? The Warriors been in and out of the lineup the whole time. Denver only had one guy, and y'all can't even make the
Worst
play-in.
team of all
Not the
time.
playoffs.
You said.
They can't
You
even
said
make the
worst
play-in.
team of all time. You didn't just say, "Yo, the Lakers suck." Everybody would have been like, "Yeah, no, we agree. They suck this year."
The reason I say the worst team of all time is because they have all those accolades. Dwight Howard, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Westbrook, scoring leader, MVP, 4 out of the last 5 years. Triple double, something they thought nobody could do but possibly LeBron. Then you got LeBron, who's in the argument with some people, not me, but some people were the GOAT.
Not me.
Then you got Anthony Davis, whatever. Then you got Carmelo, who they always say he's a walking bucket, Hall of Famer, first ballot.
Yeah, but when
have you seen this happen?
What is he doing now? You're talking about prime Melo for sure, walking bucket, all that. But like now, that's not the case. You know what I mean? You know that, and you're frozen right now. You're frozen because God is like. God doesn't like ugly, so he froze your ass. Oh my God!
That ain't funny, Cole.
The thing is, bro, those players are not the players they once were. Westbrook is not the player he once was. Melo is not the player he once was. So that's the problem. And then you have a bunch of players that
I can't hear none of y'all.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's going on. Y'all sound like y'all did on my thing here.
Why don't you have the headphones?
I'm dead.
I'm crying. I swear to God.
I already know what it is. Y'all ain't want that fire, man.
Well, why can we hear you?
That's what I'm saying. He literally.
Why can we hear you?
Just so y'all know, before we start this bitch out.
That's exactly what we was dealing with.
I don't even know. Hey man, I started bringing that fire. And then, y'all gave a glitch.
Oh, stop
glitch in the system.
It's got to be his browser or something.
His shit is fucked. Like, oh shit! I'm pretty sure he used several devices. Oh my God, I'm crying. I swear on everything. Look at him. Oh my God, this shit is live right now, and I love it. Kid, you fucking clown. Oh my God.
Hey.
Can you hear now, Cat? Can you hear now? Are you good, Cat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did you unplug the headset? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Those glasses are kind of small, man.
Yeah. He's gonna pick us up and walk around with us.
Are we doing a tour? What are you doing?
Oh my God, I'm crying. This is crazy.
With the glasses on inside.
No fucks. No fucks. Dude.
Jesus, boy. Like what? All I know is how could your fucking audio be so damn trash? What is up right now? What is he even doing? Like, why is this a mystery?
That's my new whiteboard.
Oh my God!
You got a new whiteboard?
Yo,
what did you say?
Bro, this man can't hear us. Just so everybody knows.
I forgot.
I'm gonna have to come back in. I can't hear nothing though.
He can't hear us. He decides to get up from where he's sitting. Hold on. Yo, oh my God, I'm dying. He decides to get up from where he's sitting and just give us a tour of his house real quick, randomly, before saying, I'm going to hop off and get back in. Bro, I'm fucking crying.
Yeah.
That's the funniest shit of all time.
Hey, I had an ab workout for sure.
Yeah. How are y'all feeling, man? How was y'all's day? Just get into that, I guess. What's up, man? What's up, world?
It's smooth, I guess, man. You
Yeah.
know
No, why would they smooth?
And not up until this point.
Yeah,
definitely up until this point.
The back half of the day, definitely, I wouldn't say the smoothest, but I'm with you. I've been vibing. It was a good day for sure, man. It was a good day.
Although I felt like work was kind of slammed. I'm not gonna lie.
It definitely was slammed, but I mean,
just awkward waves.
Well, for me, I like but depends on what role you're playing, probably. But like in my role that I'm playing, I like it to stay busy. I like to constantly have kind of like something that I'm having to do, or problem solving, or just people's energy is up in general. You know what I mean?
See, the thing that was only annoying today is how much fucking change, like literal change people brought in to buy.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, y'all are just going through it, man. Get it.
Bit of change, man. This is what I'm saying. We're over here like slacking on crypto, and people are bringing fucking dimes and pennies in to buy whatever they might.
And I guess some old man told me that there's a change shortage in America because everybody's hoarding change.
I've heard that. That happened a while ago. Literally at my job, we couldn't order.
I thought I heard some shit about that too.
Yeah, we couldn't order quarters, and then they ended up loosening it up, and it was a situation where it's like, okay, hey, y'all can order 2 quarters at a time, or it was like 4 quarters at a time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 50 cents. Yeah, it's all good.
Hey, look. Yo, cuz.
Oh, beautiful.
How you feeling, man? Can you hear us fine? Like the 4th person, it's been a bad thing. We can't get a 4th horseman in this thing, man. Can you hear us?
Fine, man.
Oh, that's beautiful. And we can hear you.
Yeah, beautiful.
Look at that. Look at that. I don't know, man. Yeah, we were sitting here just chilling. You gotta tell us how your day was.
Just another day, brothers. Just another day. I just got home and I fight from James. I'm like, hang on, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, man. No, we're giving it a shot. It was actually going to be somebody else's live that I was hopping on, but they had some technical difficulties, and they're like, "Do you mind just hosting it?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll give it a shot." And it's been pretty smooth.
Yeah, now he left us the live.
Yeah, Deuce has just been in bed, as you can see. He's hanging out. He decided not to even put on a normal human shirt for the live. It wasn't important enough to him. He was going to show off that tattoo that he has no business off. And yeah, no, Billy thought lights weren't important to be on camera, so that's cool.
Fuck it. Here. Oh, here, actually.
We're here. We're doing the thing now. We're doing it.
Well, and by the way, Kent says he's actually
backstage, definitely.
Yeah, he said he's backstage, and then yeah, I'm like, nah, I can't see you. So we're just rocking. Oh no, actually, here he goes.
Okay, let's go.
Let's see what Kent's got rocking, man.
He's already frozen. I'm sure he can't hear shit. I already know.
There you go.
I'm about to ban this man from this fucking studio right now. Like, he's a true virtual vagrant. Can you hear us?
Kid.
Yeah, he's going straight speakerphone with it.
Yeah, cool. I'm about to exit. Still can't hear now. Let me see something. Hold up.
Oh Lord.
Amazing.
This is crazy.
So, Spoo, I got to ask you, big dog, how do you feel about the statement, the Lakers are the worst team of all time this year? That's what the guy that can't figure out the headset issue, that's what he said. So, of all time, literally. Yeah, no, it's not possible, right? Because they're not even
LeBron be on the same team as it just can't happen simultaneously.
Yeah. It's a silly suggestion. One thing Deuce had said, and I think it's really the main point to be made, is you can't make a proclamation that the worst team of all time isn't even the worst team in the year that they're playing.
Right.
I mean, they sucked. Don't get me wrong, and that's where we're maybe like missing the point with each other. Is we all agree that they sucked, everybody, and that they underperformed, and maybe the most disappointing team of all time could even be attached to them. But worst team.
I would have to say some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean that's a conversation.
Basketball takes. I heard a take the other day that made me think, and it's really kind of changed my perspective a little bit on basketball.
Okay, let's hear it.
Disagree.
Okay.
At a certain point, a basketball player gets so good that there is no guarding them. You're just betting on them missing their shots or fucking up.
Ooh.
At a certain point, there is
on
no
their
guard.
errors.
There's no such thing as guarding them. It's just hoping. Like take like a Kevin Durant. You're not. There is no guarding him. You're just kind of hoping that he misses. You're doing your best.
No, that's interesting. Well, one thing that actually the instance right away that came to mind was the situation with Kevin Durant. And I guess I would just bring I would bring up situations with like repetition where Tony Allen, for example, had like 3-4 games in a row where he had success defending Kevin Durant. Because, I mean, I guess the argument that you're making is and I felt this even to a lesser extent, as far as like sometimes you go to the court and you just feel on, then you're playing different. And then there's times when you're off, and even if you have the skills there, even if they're obviously meager compared to Kevin Durant's skills, which his skills probably help mitigate some of that discrepancy between when he's feeling it and when he's not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Here, let me see if I can unmute this guy because I had to go ahead and put him in the doghouse. Can you hear me? Bro, you about to go back.
Yeah, I agree, though. I mean, to an extent, because you gotta look at Steph Curry. To an extent, once he's on fire, he's on fire.
Even Steph, like you're not guarding, like you can guard him, but you're not. I mean, let's say like people block him sometimes, but that's more of a mistake on his part than it is them being guard. You know what I mean?
Do you think that? So you think with defense, you're not really making a difference? It's only really like an art of taking advantage of a mistake.
So maybe, okay. So perhaps we could argue, right, that
indeed
they are contributing in a sense to them missing, but there's not like a lockdown defense. There is no such thing as lockdown guarding an elite player. Like you're just kind of like a Kevin Durant. I haven't personally seen, and this isn't like every single play, right? This is more or less just on the general spectrum, like. When you get to a certain level of offense, the defense can't really do much more than just hand in your face, you know?
True. I mean, you are to a certain extent limited to that. Well, what about guys that get steals? You think that's still just completely based off the offensive player making the mistake?
I would say more of the offensive player making the mistake than it would be the defense. It's kind of like, it reminds me of that Westbrook when he's like, what? That meme or whatever, when the guy's asking, did Utah lose the game or did OKC win it or vice versa or whatever?
Sure.
It's kind of that same principle where it's like, it seems to be more like the offense player messed up than the defense player did something miraculous or
no, that's interesting.
Whatever, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I feel like there's a few instances where you can point to players.
Good argument.
It is. And I think individually you could point at a few instances where players make a difference, but then again, it's like you can point at instances where Devin Booker had like a shitty shooting game against a shitty defensive team. Just because, once again, like to me, I think really like if you're feeling it, that plays a bigger part in basketball than maybe any other sport, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
At least in my experience, which once again isn't professional.
And you mean like rhythm and momentum and stuff? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So in that case, I kind of agree with you. I think in that case, it has more to do with the person and not the influence of the defender. What about Deuce?
100% though.
Yeah. What do you?
But to an extent, yeah, it doesn't matter. But then again, you do have guys like Tony Allen, you know, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen that could just lock down, you know, 1 through 5, no problem. Anytime, any day of the week, no matter who it is, you know. But then you do have elite guys like LeBron James and guys like that where, yeah, I mean, you're not really going to stop them. You know, that just is what it is.
Well, one thing I want to actually kind of piggyback off this with Spook here is like, Tony Allen comes to mind. And I think that comes to mind probably for most of us, what he did against Kevin Durant and just throughout his career. But with Kevin Durant was really spectacular. But fuck, what was I just thinking? I literally just lost my train of thought. No, it was defense. Kobe Bryant.
Well, no, he didn't lock him down, but I mean he slowed down.
Oh, you're saying playing against him? No. I was thinking of something different as far as like it was another defensive. Oh yeah, no, thank you though. So no, in the finals. So Andre Iguodala, when he played defense again, when he was guarding LeBron James led both teams in every statistical category in that playoffs. I believe they gave the finals MVP still to Andre Iguodala. Is that right? Check me if I could be wrong on that. Okay, so it's like to Spoo's point is they were like. Like historically, people look back on that, especially like analysts look back on that.
He wasn't even the best on his own team.
True. But my point is that they say he did an amazing job, won the Finals MVP, and say he did an amazing job specifically guarding LeBron James. But to Spoo's point, LeBron James still went off. He went nuts.
No,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
went.
that was just a blatant disrespect to Stephen Curry.
that's what I mean by elite. So like, just
We don't even expect you to stop the guy from scoring to be an elite defender, really.
right. I wouldn't. So like, there's levels to it. So like, when I say elite, that would mean like a high ranking, like maybe like top 500 or something NCAA player versus your regular gym goers. And then your next elite level would be like, yeah, the NBA players are technically elite, but I'm meaning like a LeBron, a KD, DeMar DeRozan or whatever the fuck. Like these people are shooting the craziest shots that you're really not even defending, hoping they miss it. Steph Curry, for example, as well.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I mean, but so do you think that there's anything as really high level defense? Because where we say high level offense, I mean, shouldn't the opposite exist?
That's a good point. I would say, I'm trying to think. I would say, what stat would be like the best indicator? I don't know. I don't know what would be a better stat for like indicating that, but it seems that.
Spoo, you're turning into a robot on me. I don't know if you are to everybody else.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Carry on.
Okay, you're all good. Dude, so yeah, with this, what's your kind of response to that? Like I said, if there's a lead offense and we're kind of like going with that a little bit, then isn't there in theory like the elite defense as well? You know what I mean? As a response.
There's very elite defense. I think we really can't ignore that fact that there are guys out there that are just defensive stoppers. There's actually one that's making a name for himself right now on the Pelicans. I think Herb Jones. I'm pretty sure is what his name is.
I mean, he's not.
Well, isn't Lonzo a pretty good defensive player too?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Lonzo's a great defensive player also. I mean, but this Herb Jones guy is like a small forward, but he's like 6'8". I mean, the dude literally just made play after play on defense and offense, just running the floor. I mean, you just have guys that can they have a knack for playing D and they get paid to do that, and they don't lock down some of these guys, but yeah, they give them headaches. They frustrate them. They make them make stupid mistakes, and I'll give Andre Iguodala credit in the series with, Golden State and the Cavs. He did fluster LeBron James, but LeBron James was still dropping 40-something points and shit like that.
And like not even that, doing something unheard of. I mean, maybe I'm wrong on that. That series, maybe he didn't lead in every statistical category. I know he did.
I think he did.
Yeah, because I mean that was something unheard of at the time, and for him to
you have to think about it. It makes sense though, because Golden State was at that time was more. Steph Curry was the lead guy, probably getting like 28 something points a game or something like that. But
yeah,
they were more team oriented. Like Clay wasn't giving you 25 or 26. He's probably giving you like 18, 19.
Yeah, I hear you. I think, but for a 4-game period or 5-game, whatever game period, any of those players could have went off and stood out and did that. In history, that happens a lot. You know what I mean? But I think that part of kind of like, and I'm not a detractor of Steph Curry. Actually, I was going to say Steve Curry. I'm not a detractor of Steph Curry, but his performances in the playoffs, like a lot of people do feel that they've been lacking, and I could see that. You know what I mean? Specifically from a scoring standpoint, when he's somebody that in the regular season, we're counting on seeing several 50-point performances from him in the regular season, and just stand. Yeah,
that is true. But I mean, if you look at his playoff numbers are like literally like. For the 75 years the NBA, I'm saying, it's been there, his playoff numbers are not bad. Like his averages are actually pretty good. So I mean, I get it. In certain games, you could say he doesn't really, perform the way they would like him to. But
who are you comparing him to, though? When you say pretty good, like is he like just compared to every player in history? He's like in the middle there. You're not expecting that from Steph. You're expecting, top tier.
Like, we're expecting top tier, but I mean, the man is like what, a 3-time champion, so he's not performing bad. He's like a unanimous MVP.
Playing his role, maybe.
No, not playing his role. Because I think he won that first championship against LeBron.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
but I mean, were the Cavs at full health at that time? I mean, not that it takes away from them necessarily for me, but you know what I mean. We got to put it in full context.
They weren't healthy,
Yeah.
but
I think they didn't have Kyrie or Kevin Love. I don't believe.
yeah, but at that point, Kevin Love wasn't really a factor.
Well, I mean, he would have been if he would have played. Hey, Spoot, you want to just say something? Just I want to make sure that you're good.
Sure. What's up?
Yeah. No, you sound
Yeah,
beautiful.
nah.
Yes, sir. Sound great.
Sound
Yeah.
beautiful. I mean, I just think with that situation, I think Steph's numbers are very overshadowed. Like people don't understand too. They want to say like, "Oh, KD was the best player on the team." Whatever you can say, whatever you want. I mean, if you look up Steph's playoff numbers during that run, I'm pretty sure it was like 26, and he was averaging like
Yeah.
not, I don't want to say 8 assists. It was like 26 and 6 and 4, something like that. So I mean, his numbers weren't bad. I
Yeah.
understand KD was averaging 28, but Steph, it wasn't like Steph was a slouch.
No. I don't think Steph was ever a slouch, but I do think like on his own, I don't know that we've seen him like step up how we'd like. Even for me, like to put a stamp on his career, really, just independently. You know what I mean? I think his legacy as a regular season player and MVP. I think he's the first ever unanimous MVP, if I'm remembering correctly.
But people forget why he got that. They went 73-9.
Well, and am I correct on that? Just I want to make sure I'm not tripping. Yeah. Okay.
Pretty sure that's the year they went 73 with 9 losses.
Yeah. So I mean, Steph, like there's no lack of a resume there, aside from just that big playoff, that big playoff run that's on his shoulders, and where there's not a situation like what happened with the Cavs. But either way, yeah,
you got to think that'd be that they were trying to go back to back. So I mean, that's not easy to do, man.
Well, I feel you.
Go back to back like that. I mean, not a lot of NBA teams do that. That's how you really solidify a dynasty.
No, I mean I hear you. Like I mean, but a lot of Steph's legacy, and maybe that has to do with like LeBron jumping from team to team, but even Michael Jordan, I would argue his legacy. And the reason I mentioned Steph with these players is because this is like the kind of regard that you put him in, correct?
Oh hell yeah, of course.
Okay. Does anybody else disagree with this? Because I mean, maybe that's where we could start the conversation.
Nah, Steph Curry's raw as fuck.
Spook, keep it real.
I think Steph Curry is a great player. I just think he's squirrely and weird as a person. I think he's a great player. I just think he's a weird person. I think he his whole personality. Like if you like I said before, I said something corny, like probably like he didn't get no pussy in high school or something. But that was corny. What I really mean by that is like it seems like his personality, like if you removed basketball, he'd just be like a husk of a person. I don't know, like a fucking squirrely, weird person.
A husk of a person, though.
Literally like a corn husk of just a human, like no real personality.
It's a spoon. Out. Because I said, man, about this. He said, fuck it. Matter of fact, I'll attack him personally.
Personally, basketball skills, you can't deny it. Like, I would be a full blown hater if I was like, yeah, he sucks. He's garbage. Like, I mean, he's obviously like great, probably one of the best. I like personally like Reggie Miller more as like a 3-point shooter. Like, if you were to ask me who's my favorite 3-point shooter, like, I think Steph's amazing, bro. Like, as a player, for sure.
No, Reggie Miller goes crazy though. I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
I love him, bro. I love that. I love him so much.
Yeah, but they did statistics with Steph being like the shooter, and like Steph's like here, and everyone's here.
Yeah, way below him. He's so good. He's really good. It's undeniable. Anybody would be weird.
Like, and I mean, like the greats are here. Like, it's
right.
fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
Reggie Miller and all them are way below.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Way up there.
This is the thing. This is something to consider, and Steph deserves credit for changing this. But the way that people approached basketball in a way was more rigid. You know what I mean? He really loosened that.
Actually, ball and shit, like balling, bodying, slamming. You know, what I mean, getting in the paint. You know, it's like putting in the work,
contact,
and also
he literally like embodied freedom of movement. Like now you don't see like basketball as physical. Now you see guys actually like, you know what I'm saying, space on the floor.
See, the next thing, the next evolution in basketball is like they need to have like 4-foot verticals, so they can just smack the shit out of the air.
You say he embodied the movement of time or something? What was that statement?
Freedom of like freedom of movement in basketball, like you know what I'm saying, the way he always nonstop movement, like positionless, backdoor cuts. You know what I'm saying, like little slip screens, all that shit that they do. Yeah. It's all like chemistry shit, but everybody's always doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's standing around. It's
So,
beautiful.
how do you feel about people's criticism of the moving picks and things like that during their run? I hear that I honestly hear this more
They just bitching.
today. Okay, well, yeah, shit. Okay, let's just move on. Damn.
I mean,
Uh,
when you got dudes like Iman Shumpert and J.R. Smith fucking leaning you with shoulders, I mean, yeah, you're gonna fucking definitely get a head start. God damn, you're not gonna sit there and take that shit.
yeah. Ow, it hurts, right?
Yeah, bro. You're caving your chest in. You're caving your chest in every time you set a screen. Come on now.
No, but like I mean, but the rules there for a reason, though. You know, you'd say.
Who do you guys got winning fucking the champ?
Yeah, because Charles Oakley used to freaking lay people out on screens.
And then stand over their bodies.
And fucking tell them you want to fight and beat your ass.
Who sorry, let me cough my lung out. Who do I have winning the championship? That's interesting.
God damn. We gotta go to state.
This is one of the most open seasons there's been. I'll say go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing. Really, it really is an open season. Go ahead though.
Yeah, no, I mean like me and Deuce were actually talking today because we want to do a live stream for one of the games, kind of like what we did for the Super Bowl and the Nuggets Warriors series. I mean, that right out the gate, it like either of those teams are they're playing in the first round, but I could see either of them winning the championship this year. So I mean, it's just it's tough. The Grizzlies, I see as being a young team, but then maybe they could do something interesting. I'll be rooting for the 76ers, which I think have all the pieces there, but they just seem like a just all the pieces individual seem dysfunctional enough to where that's never going to really come together. Is my feeling.
Bro, they're just.
I love all the pieces, though. I'll be honest. Like dysfunction and all those pieces individually, I love all of them. So I will be rooting for them. And I think they have the talent to do it, but I think it'll be hard to put together. And then obviously the Nets. The Nets have KD and Kyrie Irving, and what would Gates say? 19 Hall of Famers. They were going crazy earlier with that shit.
It's dog. I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, the Sixers. It's a long shot for them, personally.
Well, why do you think it's a long shot? Honestly,
Joel Embiid. You know how I feel about Joel Embiid. I told you what he was going to be when he came out of the draft, right?
You did call that. I'll say that for sure.
But his running mate right now is even worse than the one that he had before. So it's just
you say James Harden is worse than Ben Simmons.
Worse. Relies on free throws for success, and if he doesn't get his free throws, he's trash.
But what about as a fit with Joel Embiid?
I mean, you see, Joel Embiid's numbers haven't stopped. He just threw him on his back and said, "I'm gonna take you to the promised land."
I mean, they've been up. To be honest with you, Joel Embiid's been playing great.
That's what I'm saying. But fucking James Harden's been playing like dog shit. You know what Jalen Rose said about his numbers? He said that man's numbers look like fucking vacation dates.
What the? Explain that to me.
3 for 14, 4 for 15. That boy said his shit looked like vacation dates.
Are you saying because those are great times in the year to take vacation?
No, he said tour dates. He said like show tour dates. Like he's like he's touring with Lil Baby.
All right, well, good for him. All right, well, fucking.
Hey, he's living. He's living.
So basically, his numbers are dog shit, bro. He's playing like shit. He's not getting to the free throw line. He's not scoring. So Joel Embiid is living fucking carrying the Sixers and then their bench.
Got you.
Which I don't know how their bench is carrying shit because they got rid of their two like fucking best role players.
Yeah. Do you guys see anybody else as a contender? How do we feel about like the Celtics, for example?
Well, I was just about to say, like, I'll bring in some statistical data into this. DraftKings has some title odds that they posted a couple of days ago.
Okay.
And it has the top 5 would be Suns, Bucks, Nets, Warriors, Celtics.
Suns.
I got the Heat.
And the Heat would be right after Celtics, so they'd be 6th. And then Grizzlies, and then Sixers.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what the public is betting on right now.
No,
that's the Suns, Bucks, Nets.
I could see the Suns, and then the Bucks have already surprised us before, but I still feel like I would be surprised again, to be honest. Again,
I feel like after the NCAA bullshit and the NFL already, bro, it's like, who knows?
Well, hold up. What do you mean by that?
I mean, it's just crazy games. It was like, you think it happened?
Yeah, well, of course. Yeah, definitely. I'm with you on that. I think it's interesting because, I mean, definitely those wouldn't be the teams that I would put towards the top. Although, I mean, I take that back. I could see the Suns. I think the Suns are kind of a safe bet. It's the same team that just went. So you know the chemistry will be there. The coach is the same. Like everything seems
They
very
already got the experience.
well. Like I said, it seems stable. Where you think of teams like the Sixers, that seems like a very dysfunctional situation from the outside looking in. So it's, I'm just, like I said, the individuals I'm rooting for more in that area. But so Stu, what about you personally on a personal note?
Who would I like to see? Probably the Grizzlies, but
yeah, I feel that.
I low-key would like the Grizzlies too.
Yeah, well,
I just love John Morant, bro. I really
he's
like,
fire.
I really like him, dude. Like he's just explosive. Like I just really enjoy watching him play. It's been a long time.
Well, actually, if we're gonna get personal,
excited.
I want Melo in that motherfucking championship.
That's out, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Isn't he out?
He's out.
The Hornets are?
Yeah, they went home
Oh, they got whooped last night, right? Or
2 nights ago. Yeah,
Pretty sure. For sure.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
but
So I mean, hey, just hop on that.
I like the job. I mean, I like job, but I don't know if they got enough.
I don't think that they have enough either. I mean, even the public doesn't think that they're equipped. You know what I mean? I just think Ja himself is just incredible. I like him a lot. He's like one of the only basketball players I follow on Instagram.
Yeah,
basketball changes so much in the playoffs. That's the problem. So a lot of teams, like, like you're able to get away with a lot of shit that you normally can't get away with in like a playoff series because, like they say a lot in these podcasts with these ex-NBA players, that playbook, that scouting report gets really thick in the playoffs, right down to the T. Like, your favorite move, how you like to do, what you like to do off catch and shoot situations, all that shit. You know what I mean? So,
no, I feel you.
The bench shrinks too. You're not playing against no scrubs. The scrubs really don't play.
No, fair. Damn. I mean, how do you feel, Deuce? How do you feel about the Warriors? They weren't even on that list that you named, I don't think, right?
The Warriors.
There were 4 on this list.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I think they have a good shot.
That's about right, to be honest. That's not crazy. I didn't think I heard him on there. I think the job, it's just a little.
Chicago's a sleeper.
Chicago is a nice sleeper out of the East. They kind of have Milwaukee vibes, but they just, in my opinion, they don't have a Giannis, and then now Lonzo's not going to be playing in the playoff.
That's a big killer right there.
Defensively, sure, 100%.
I used to be
they're a defensive team.
I used to be a ball hater. I used to hate the Ball brothers and LaMelo and them, but I just
didn't like LeVar at first because he was wild, but I fuck with him all.
Yeah, why didn't you like him, Spoo?
I don't know. I just something about him, like, but I just honestly I didn't think I thought that they were kind of like overhyped, like just someone who maybe perhaps like you could say like undeserving, but like they're clearly deserving of the hype that they got and stuff. I mean, they're really good players and stuff. I just at the time didn't have the ability, or maybe I had clouded vision, but I just wasn't enjoying what I saw in them as
maybe. Do you feel like you were maybe hating a little bit? It's okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was a ball hater for sure. I was a ball hater. No, I won't even.
Rightfully so.
No,
they both had to fix their jump shots, rightfully so. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were projects.
I really was. I was a ball hater. I really was like, damn, these guys are garbage. These are gonna be trash. They're not gonna.
He's like, why he's fucking famous?
Yeah, and then now it's just this is the thing. Like, I might have like an opinion at first, but I'm definitely open into changing it and stuff, right? And so like that's kind of what happened. I was just like, these guys are good, dude. Like they provide entertainment to the they bring something to the NBA.
Dudes, man. Like I like these dudes. No, it was wild. Straight up, this is an interesting topic to get into, and I want to hear your guys' answer. So kind of try to think of something. But it's an interesting and like a humble point to get in your life to come to a point and say, yo, I am actually kind of hating.
It's the truth, bro. You have to. You have
like, there's certain level of maturity. Just put that aside and like, look, they're honestly doing their thing. Like, honestly, the hair's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'll admit if I'm like something's going on, I'm just like, damn, I'm low key hating right now. Like, fuck it.
Well, I want to hear a person. I mean, I'd love to hear an apology to the person, to be honest. I mean, they deserve it. You just want to keep your hating secret, which is cool too. I get it.
Oh, I'll let them know. I'd be like, damn, what the fuck?
No, I'm saying there's nobody known that we'd all know. And okay, let's say famous. Let me just say it. Let me put it like that. Okay, celebrity. kind of harmless. They're public figures, so they put themselves in the position to kind of be hated a little bit. So it's okay. And like I said, you don't got to put your neighbor on here and be like, yeah, no, there is somebody I hate actually, and I want to do something to him.
I don't even know if I could call it hating because it'd be like I just didn't understand something. Honestly,
This is funny, bro.
If something happens to your neighbor, they're gonna knock on your door.
Oh, I'm crying right now. Yeah, no, I'm definitely fucking. Go ahead, my bad, Billy. Just take the fucking off me, please.
Fuck, bro.
Who are you hating on, Big Dog? Please. Or Denzel, actually. I know you are the biggest hater I know. No, I'm just playing. I wouldn't hater I know.
I mean, I would say
you do.
Okay, no, I would say I hated on them. I hated on LeBron a little bit.
Okay.
But it was only because he made it to where he couldn't be my next favorite player in the league, in a sense.
Okay, how do you do that?
Because when he went and he had his opportunity when he went to Miami to win his first championship, and he practically had like a layup because of the Lakers lost to the Mavs in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So Kobe was out of the playoffs, right?
Okay.
He had basically a layup. He's playing Jason Kidd, Jason Terry, and fucking Dirk Nowitzki. And it wasn't like Dirk was like in his prime. So, and he fucking, what, he got swept in that series?
I don't think because I think they were up 2-1. And then they were bullshitting, laughing at him, and then that's when the Mavs turned up on him. I believe.
See, that very disappointing. Yeah, that.
Yeah, but I think we were hating before then. Let's just keep it real.
Mm-mm.
Don't sit here and try to bullshit.
No, bro.
LeBron was an 18-year-old fucking kid, and you're over there hating on his ass for no reason.
Hell no, bro. No, nothing like that.
Whatever.
Just when he went to Miami and then he lost.
I was taller than you,
And then I was actually mad because he left Cleveland.
Yeah. Oh, I feel that. No, I know a lot of people were mad there. That wasn't really something at the time I even liked that, and I even kind of liked the kind of like leaning into the villain thing. I like that in sports. Like Detroit Pistons and
you're like, yeah, and they're just like, fuck you, man.
Fuck yeah.
literally.
Hey, you want to know how big?
The best team, you got to beat us in basketball still, and you can't. You know what I mean? I kind of like that vibe. And they were going into other people's stadiums, fucking them up, throwing the shit over their heads like they're the Harlem Globetrotters, fucking windmill shit. Like, okay, and I'm not going to do the dunk contest in the All-Star game. Fuck you guys, ever.
And they're wearing they're wearing black.
Yeah, no, for sure. They were leaning
like
in
someone's funeral.
they were leaning into it, and even LeBron said that was kind of part of, like, he said he didn't like it, which I get. You know what I mean? Like, if that's not a role you feel like you could play, but some players play that really well, and I think lean into that. But Billy, do you remember what you were gonna say? Because I kind of cut you off. My bad.
No, yeah. Do you remember how big fucking James going to Miami was?
Not one, not two, not three. They had a whole fucking
dude. I was at Checkers.
I
was at Checkers, and the shit was on the TV, and everybody was watching it. I just remember this shit. It was downtown Sarasota.
Yeah.
When he fucking made a decision, I was like, "What the fuck?"
But they had a whole big old ceremony and shit. I'm like, bro, what is this? The VMAs, my nigga?
That's one of the decisions. I think it's similar to the Chris Rock smack, and I don't know. It's kind of hard to think of several scenarios off the top of my head, but it's similar to things like that, where just everybody in society for a moment just takes note of something that happened. You feel what I'm saying? Here it could be like the OJ Bronco chase or whatever. It could be several things, but it's just like these moments that polarize all of America and just society. And send that literally, and that was kind of one of those. To be honest, there's different levels. Obviously, some are extremely tragic, but in this case, yeah, I can remember after LeBron James went to Miami. I actually was living in Indianapolis at the time, and we went to Ohio to go to Kings Island or some shit. And and the thing was, I was like, oh, because I'm because I'm however old and just an asshole kid, I'm like, I'm gonna wear a Cleveland LeBron James jersey, and I did, and people were like, just it was an interesting out of body experience going to immediately after he left, and like people are like, you should burn that. I'm like, you know what? I think his decision was kind of okay. Yeah, no, this was this was little baby James. You know what I mean? Now it's big baby James, but back then it
was selling out.
It was a little different.
Were selling out.
Oh, actually. Could I actually make another point? I worked in a Nordstrom. This is actually an interesting thing, in my opinion. You guys let me know if it's stupid. We can move on. But I worked in a Nordstrom, and LeBron James, he left Miami at that time. I think this guy was actually like leaving places where I was moving. Now I'm thinking about it. But I had lived in Boca Raton at the time, and I was working at a Nordstrom, and he left, and people were coming back, returning their LeBrons, which then actually ended up hurting the salesman who had sold LeBrons earlier in the year. That shit would actually get like, because it was commission, like they would end up taking the money back. No bullshit. Like,
yo,
it was within like a pay period though. It would have to be within a pay period. After a certain point, they wouldn't take the money back. But I remember salesmen getting like pissed, and to me at that point, like I was probably like 19. A light bulb went off my head, and it was like it really spelled out to me how much athletes, and especially like star athletes like LeBron, actually affect the economy from every point in the community that they're in. Like when LeBron left Cleveland, and Cleveland was like, oh, okay, well, now we're Detroit. It's like, all right, cool. So,
yeah, that's facts.
yeah, I don't know, that to me was just a wild kind of like a moment, just realizing, like I said, how much impact he had from
think about it, like Jimmy Butler came to Miami. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Yo, what's happening, King Cobra? Shout out, man. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jimmy Butler's been in Miami, like, and everybody acts like he's just another guy. Kyle Lowry's there. Nobody gives
Jimmy Butler.
Tyler Hero is the most famous person on that team.
Well, I mean, so you're saying that he doesn't move the needle, obviously, how LeBron did, correct?
Not even close.
Yeah. Well, I mean, of course. I mean, there's obviously LeBron's a whole different level. I wonder. By the way, well, I know you haven't, but Spoo or Bills, have you watched the Winning Time series that's covering the Showtime Lakers?
Nah, not since the day you showed me. Yeah.
No,
I have not.
Damn it, man. Okay, I'm gonna find somebody in the world that's seen this fucking show. So
You can fucking talk about this damn shit.
literally, it's killing me.
All right.
I'm gonna watch
And that's
it.
on
I
HBO
just
Max,
haven't
right?
had the fan.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking up your night tonight, and it's like I really need you to watch it so we could talk about it. That shit blew my mind. Just to kind of see the behind the scenes, and they're talking about the NBA going bankrupt. Jim Buss, when he's buying the Lakers, you know, he's like, hey, yeah, I'll go ahead and pay you however much for the Lakers. And his accountant, his personal accountant's like, yeah, you know, you don't have that money, right? And he's like, yeah, no, we're gonna figure it out. Whatever. It's just a couple M's, which it was just a couple M's at the time, which is also mind blowing. Like you're buying an NBA team for like $2 million. Steal.
I don't
You know what I'm
saying? I would have bought that bitch for $500,000.
Well, I'm saying
they were garbage.
Think from today's think about your return on investment from today's perspective. You know what I'm saying?
$1 billion.
Bankrupt, man.
What? Pay him $100 million, and you're still like coming up with 900 more M's after that.
Literally.
Yeah, like it's a no-brainer. Literally, bro. I'm sick. I'm sick about that. That's something I wish I could go back in time and own a sports team.
Bro, I know, like it's like the only crazy deals we're gonna be a part of is like some like tech shit, you know, like
True.
crazy tech shit.
Hey, well, that's true. I mean, look, fucking put me in an owner simulation. I guess. Fuck it. I don't even got to be here for real.
We'll own parts of the company that starts the simulation.
No, I like.
Never have to live it.
No,
Get all the money.
No, time out. I mean, we look. So, how come nobody's open to dabbling in this like virtual reality? I'm in it. I'm not
fucking with the meta.
Bro, if there's no real bitches, I'm not. Where am I going?
There's no real bitches. So you're not going anywhere where there's no real bitches. Period.
That's why prison.
No digital pussy.
Bro, you're here right. You're here right now
with no pussy. Oh my god.
And you don't have to go there. You don't have to go there forever. You know what I'm saying? You just go there. And it's like, yo, Bills, meet me, man. We're gonna go ahead and hop in Madden real quick.
That'd be lit. We'd be lit. As long as we do like first person shooters and shit, that'd be sick as fuck.
You got to take live.
You gotta feel the bullets though.
Whenever his little zap.
No, it's got to feel like real gunshots.
Okay, all right. Well, then I'm not getting shot. So fuck
Hey, Grand Theft Auto. Like honestly, I'm like probably the greatest game of all time. I'm 50-50 in virtual reality if I end up actually playing that bitch.
Honestly, 100%.
That's a commitment. I'm not sure if I can handle getting blasted in the back of the head. I might be good on that one. So maybe just up on
you got a bat?
Gang. No, I'm good. Exactly. Just get beat with a bat to death. Exactly.
Yeah, you got to think about it. What if you have to wear like a suit, and that suit makes you feel everything that you're doing?
This compression, like compression suit. Oh my god.
So now you
got sensors on that bitch, so everything that you do in the game, you feel.
I mean, to an extent, it'd be lit if you could feel like a little bit of temperature, a little bit of a little bit of zapping.
No, like
I
you
mean,
feel everything. This is virtual reality, bro. They gotta make this shit like
my boy. How fucking realistic you trying to like? How am I gonna walk out with scars on the suit?
Bro, it's like immersing yourself in the whole in the platform. So you're gonna have to feel and
I don't want that real.
But that's what it is.
Bro, look, it's like that's in my opinion, I like ultimately that's I mean
we're not shooting each other. We'll do something else.
Well, no, of course. I'm saying, yeah, you were the one that said, hey, I got to shoot. I said, let's meet in Madden.
That was until he put on this fucking realistic suit.
Mahomes' arm. It's like, you know what I mean? You're over here fucking talking about, no, I need to have an AK and I need to feel how people take a life.
I was thinking about fucking zombie apocalypse or some shit.
I don't know, man. I don't know. How would it feel when it's simply like getting bit on the arm? That'd be great. Yeah. By the way, I did see something. This was like a while ago, though, but they said it was an article where it was saying that people could live 150 years. I really just read the tagline, by the way, but I thought it was interesting. People could live 150 years if they agree to upload themselves into augmented reality. And basically the caveat would be obviously you would have no option to return to your organic body. Is that something you'd be interested in doing if you had the option? If you knew
sounds like that movie Upload.
Well, and it also sounds like a Black Mirror episode that they had. But I'm genuinely asking if you knew 100% that this would work. You know what I mean? And that it would be successful and you could live for 150 years for sure in this virtual reality. Would you consider that?
No.
Okay, why the fuck is it only?
Do I get a game trailer to look at first?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely think so.
He said, "Where's my commercial?"
Not today. Not today.
Make sure that it's a good game, you know.
Yeah,
I'd rather die. Fuck them.
You'd rather die at a natural age. So say like
100.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
It might have been 150 extra years, to be honest with you. What about that? Does that change it for you? I'm negotiating. You said what?
It's fake.
Who's to say what's fake? Come on, stop it.
It's fake.
How so?
None of it's real.
That's your only reality, though. So how's that fake? Like you're uploaded to the 100%.
I'd rather not have one then.
That's hell to me.
I'm just sitting here torturing myself with some digital shit.
You can literally fly, but it's to you. Got it. Whatever. Okay. You're fucking.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking flying, fucking talking to myself because everything around me is fucking a computer.
Well, no. Say other people could have their consciousness uploaded. You know what I mean? Like we're right now. Like we're in this chat.
See, that's a good point. Because now, okay, so we're being uploaded. Am I the only one?
No. Is anybody else that wants to do it? But I can't say who else is there. You know what I mean?
So now I'm just walking around and I feel like the Matrix, everybody's just staring
it's
at me.
People online on the video game. You know what I mean? Like people got their gamer tags. It's Spoodafu. It's Sit and Politic, baby. It's Deuce Deuce and it's OMG. It's OGB. You know what I mean? Like it's just you got our avatar. I'm 6'7" and got a hang low 11 incher just like in real life. Deuce,
Dude.
you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's just regular shit. Whatever. You know what I mean? He's probably Ronald McDonald or something in the shit. Like, I'm not sure. But yeah, so like that. Is that something you could I mean, for me, it's a yes. Like if it's a situation where I could buy into a situation where
I mean, not if you're walking around with a tail on your stomach.
I'd have to have two conditions met.
Well,
I wouldn't have to have a kid. I couldn't have a kid.
Go ahead. Ooh, I'm sorry. I need him to explain what he just said.
You said something about. You said something
Stomach?
about 11.
Well,
11
what? Like I'm definitely on that one. A fucking tail on your stomach.
You said something about an 11 incher.
Oh shit! You're not gonna make me over-explain the joke, which makes it dirty. Just talking about a big dick. Okay, I'll say that. I'll say it. It wasn't coming out of my belly button like fucking Alien versus Predator type shit.
I didn't want to say fucking.
Like,
well, I didn't know how else to explain it.
You know what? Yeah, off air. Spoo, please, if you remember what you were talking about, my bad.
Yeah, no, I just think the two conditions I would have to have met would be probably not having a kid yet. If I didn't have a kid, and honestly, that'd probably be it. If I didn't have a kid, I would probably be more than okay with that. But like already having a kid and then doing something like that would be, I don't know. I don't think I could morally do that.
Question.
That's it.
What if we were like, let's upload the kid? No, genuinely. And obviously you'd have to be. Well, no, listen. Okay, because now you're making me seem like. I'm saying this person also gets an extra 150 years of life as well, and you guys are living.
Can they live their original life first before you upload them? You trying to cut down their lifespan.
Part of the deal. Listen, okay. Hey, do you wanna go be Naruto? Do you wanna be Naruto with Daddy?
I think morally, I don't think I would be able to do, like, just me as thinking of it right now in my current life and reality. I don't think I would be able to like subject my son to that before he's, that's something that he would have to decide for himself. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
But
I don't really know if I could put that on him like that.
You know what I'm saying? You subject him to this reality without his. Yeah. So basically,
are we all?
So that other term was there has to be a vagina involved, which I feel at the end of the day. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. I get that, but I think
that's a big part of that virtual reality thing too. What you just said there, man. Is that what does that look like in that space?
Well, theoretically,
is that even possible?
That's why we're eliminating that question though, because we're theoretically saying this is something that's worked out.
It's already like a utopia type of deal.
We know it'll be successful to some extent. I mean, yeah. I guess you have to worry about the normal shit that, like, I mean, you're thinking stupid shit. Like, what happens if the lights go out? Okay, fucking caveman. Okay.
I do have a good
okay,
question.
But what happens if you're running on a computer system and it fucking crashes? Then you're fucked.
Do you think they're not gonna fucking think of that, dude? Come on. What if the not working?
Kind of in the same vein is that, can you die in this? Like, I know this is kind of defeats the purpose of this whole thing, but if I can't die no matter what in this world and I'm guaranteed this 150 or whatever the fuck, then sure. But like, if I have the same chances or like the same like sort of elements to die in this world too, I don't know if I'd do that.
Odds.
No, you can jump to a blender and come back in a million
you can't die. Pieces. You maybe could experience it, possibly. Like you could experience like mentally, I guess. I don't even know.
That'd be fucked.
That'd be fucked.
Yeah, and you live through that?
Exactly. You would be living around people who have experienced the most trauma.
That is torture, bro. 50 years, yeah.
Bro, I would tell them cut it short. Cut it short.
Unplug me, bitch.
Could you imagine? Oh my god! Oh, dude, suicidal. We're actually uncovering. This is like a fucking we're actually uncovering a great movie right now. Like, cause you imagine
you can't say the say the suicide word.
Okay, my bad. All right. Well, I already said it a few times, but I appreciate it for a few. And either way, I was just talking about a band just now. So nice try. But yeah.
Surgical.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that anymore. So it's like, without coming back, that's pretty fucking sick concept. Fucking take that, Black Mirror and fucking Netflix.
Bro, we should just. Oh my god, I have so many ideas for Netflix.
So
imagine playing like NFL Blitz in fucking virtual reality.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god,
That would be sick.
Exactly.
and you jumping off the wall, just fucking.
You know what's hilarious is I know everybody's answer, but I know it would literally take like 10 minutes to convince any of you motherfuckers to say yes. Like literally, it's just it's what if you could play NFL Blitz? Oh my god, that'd be fucking amazing. No, but I feel you. Like if you go out there and I can like go win a Super Bowl real quick and then I come home to my family, like it's Kawhi Leonard style, like that'd be amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like I think why not live in Wreck-It Ralph? I don't know who else. Why not? I mean, don't get me wrong, they were in fear of people unplugging them constantly. But like
jumping games and shit.
That's not a problem. Exactly. You living in Wreck-It Ralph with your family.
Oh, so
could
I do that in the simulation?
I have a kid, I swear.
Games?
What was that? My bad.
Not like Wreck-It Ralph jumping servers and shit. If I'm in my simulation, can I jump servers?
Okay, I don't. Does that even fucking matter? Listen, it's a.
I'm going crazy.
Yeah, like literally, like I said.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't plug into no shit, dog. I can't plug.
No, I'm not doing it either.
No,
yeah, that's wild to me. I mean,
I must keep your Starlink shit. You're not plugging into my brain. Fuck off. No, not fucking with you.
Yeah. I read some shit. I don't know if it's true. I did read this article and they were saying that like fucking mad monkeys had died through testing.
They did.
Blew motherfuckers' brains out.
Which I guess is but you could say that. Nobody gonna fucking correct Denzel, huh? Okay.
No, you can. You low-key can.
Fucking monkeys.
Yeah, that's wild.
Monkeys.
No, that's wild.
Actually, I don't think you can say the K word.
And I don't think you could say it's fucking monkeys. Like, dude, what the fuck? Peter's on his ass.
They're really monkeys, dude. I mean, Peter wasn't on Elon Musk. What the fuck they gonna get on Pete for?
Yeah, if anything, you're getting them the information.
Shit. That shit was on CNN. That shit was broadcasted everywhere. Peter was like, "Oh, I didn't see that shit. I didn't see it." Now
you're calling him out, which honestly somebody should because you're calling him out. What the fuck? And also, what happened? Why are they on Ben Simmons' ass for wearing 100% lamb?
Yeah, like it's not legal.
Is it? Is it not legal?
I mean, if Prada's selling it,
it's illegal, and they eat the lamb. They eat lamb, so it's like.
Oh, no, I understand. I know eating. That's why I'm. But didn't you just say it's illegal?
No, I said it's legal.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I mean, they have. I don't think the issue is the legality of it. It's like more oral issue.
Are we gonna ignore that Elon Musk is trying to buy Twitter? Like he just has too much money.
No, I mean he's the type of person that needs to have too much money.
I mean exactly. If he's doing shit like that, to save free speech and all or whatever.
He talks so much shit to these fucking dirty ass politicians. And I fucking love it.
Yeah, I can see him
fucking like court justices and fucking pussies that stand behind their fucking podiums and just spew bullshit as they steal money.
Your shit's turned into like a fucking Joker fucking address real quick. Kind of like uncomfortable.
Tell them everything wrong they've done.
Exactly.
What's coming. Tell them what's coming.
Most importantly, you should threaten them.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna threaten them.
Exactly how you're gonna do it.
That's for Elon.
You'll all pay here. That's the new
lasers.
Oh shit, that was Dr. Evil. My bad. That was Dr. Evil. Listen to that young nudie going crazy. So evil shit. By the way, facts. Young nudie, I'm ready for a project, like a new project. The last one.
I'll see you at Rolling Loud.
Oh, is he there?
Oh, I don't even know. Is he? I don't even know.
I think I saw him on there.
Big bullshitting right there. Not cool.
Yeah, his name was I think his name was pretty big on there.
Hey, just know last time
you're the first person that would just say
crazy
to back it up. So I mean,
bro.
There
was a lot of artists going there, dude. It was kind of. That's why I was like, damn, yeah.
That's the point. That's why it's expensive as shit. Yeah, what do you mean?
But the track, the people ain't always all that hot though.
If I showed up as just a little pump, I'd be shitty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but by the way, actually, we should.
You don't
So-
like Lil Pump?
I mean, if he was the only act and you were spending that much money, come on, let's not have a stupid conversation right
I'm
now.
not doing that.
Yeah. By the way, Rolling Loud. Why is he laughing like it's a crazy thing that we just said? Rolling Loud.
Go hard, man.
Rolling Loud. Kanye is one of the headliners for one of the day, and he just pulled out of Coachella. So I don't know how y'all
You
feel.
better not do that pussy ass shit.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even
That
think he was
man's
really
gonna
gonna
come out there and give a performance. If he does come, his stage is gonna be going crazy.
Is that a thing? Like at these festivals, is a lot of times do people not show up or cancel last minute?
Fuck, dude. Some, but
Yeah. That was the
who
most.
did it last time?
Though.
I have
This
no
is
idea.
Miami.
Like I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
confused just before I asked you.
This is Miami though, so if he cancels in Miami, I mean he's a bum.
Well,
He's a bitch.
every reason to go for sure. Yeah, I don't-
he
I just
might
want to
play
see an
good
insane
weather,
ass performance.
You know,
I'm
good
sorry.
shopping, good food.
You know he's gonna become gliding in some box with a mask on, fucking yelling and shit at himself
Bro,
in the
he might
mirror.
have a whole big ass like he might, bro. Because I think at those places, like they pay you, they don't really pay them people that much money. But
No, they're definitely getting a bag.
Oh yeah, they're going crazy.
I mean, depending on who it is, I guess. Yeah, Kanye's definitely getting a bag, but
Well,
Well, actually, no, you're right because Yeet turned down Rolling Loud because the bag wasn't big enough, and then him and Cole Bennett threw some shit, sold out in like 15 seconds,
oh wow, really?
literally.
Same. Is it in Miami?
Nah, it was in Chicago, I think.
Oh, okay. That's crazy though.
See,
It was, and it already happened, I think.
Oh,
but that's the thing though. Like, I mean, because artists end up paying money for their shows to like make their shows better when they go to like little shit like this.
so one thing with the Coachella thing when Kanye pulled out, the Weeknd replaced him, and basically another story that came out this week was that the Weeknd had negotiated the same fee, which was reportedly $8 million, I believe. And part of that though was the performance budget, so that was kind of worked in. So there was like a $500,000 performance budget in the contract. Yeah. And I mean, I suppose he could go over that. Like if he wants to spend 600,000 and spend 100,000 of his own money just to have a crazy show, then he could. Especially if you just cashed out for eight M's.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I know. Daft Punk did that at Coachella. They spent
Yeah.
and they didn't cash out for that much, but because I like Daft Punk and shit. I watched a little documentary.
Yeah.
But they ended up spending a lot of money on their Coachella performance.
I've heard
And
stuff like that with Travis Scott and shit. Like he spends a ton of money on his performance.
yeah, no, you get paid, but then you're just spending a lot of on performance, and it only brings you more when people talk about your show. Like Travis Scott shows are talked about. Like I don't even necessarily like all his music, but I definitely want to go to one of his concerts. Like them bitches are fucking insane.
No.
Was this Travis Scott you're talking about? You said Travis Scott?
That's what he.
Yeah, I mean, like he, you know what I'm saying? I don't say his music.
He's
is
low key
great,
done.
But his if he ever throws another fucking concert, like in a stadium, I definitely.
I'm not going.
I
No, in
mean,
a stadium, not like a park or a field. I'm talking about like an actual like auditorium. You know what I mean? Like an event center or something.
Yeah,
Like
so we can't go
even like
nowhere.
Kanye's another one. I mean, there's certain people that they just give you a performance.
no, insane. Well, I mean, what Kanye's doing is like I personally haven't ever seen that.
Insane.
Yeah,
You
like
want a performance? We'll go to Suicide Boys. We'll go to
Well, I know-
G59 concert.
how we weren't supposed to be saying this fucking word.
Oh, we can't. You know what? We can't say the word, but we can say their name. That's crazy.
It's different. Okay, that's what I was saying the whole time.
You know what? It doesn't matter. It
No,
doesn't matter.
I'm just fucking around.
No, I don't even know, but I'm being honest. I don't know.
Hey, before we get off here tonight, I did want to make sure that we talked about that Benzino and Coi Leray thing because I thought it was interesting from like a
Actually, and Benzino just got caught fucking, or actually a transgender basically was on like a webcam saying how they were hooking up.
what do you mean? Hold up, what?
Like some transgender was saying they were hooking up. Like him and her, well, the transgender and Benzino.
Oh wow.
That's weird.
Yep.
Whoa.
Benzino's going through it.
That came out of left field.
No, he just said someone said Benzino.
No, I did. I'm just saying, like, as far as like the whole story, like that.
I just saw fucking some shit
My
on
game
World
was sucking
Star.
on the glizzy.
Uh,
He's a glizzy guzzler.
yeah, no, I think you could technically say that.
And his daughter's track, his daughter's album is only, I think, academics said it's only going to sell like 60K the first week.
Well, that's actually
No. That's actually insane, but it's 16 or something or 11.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, I thought it was lower than that, but I didn't want to disrespect her. But okay, yeah, it was 16.
It's like 11 or something.
Well, I mean, so part of that is she is still building. You know what I mean? Like and people.
Garbage.
Okay, look, here comes the hating part that it's something like I don't understand. It's not that I don't hate Coi Leray, I just don't understand I don't understand.
Well,
Her voice is to the point where it's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, she's just
artists though that we hear out there that we don't understand and we don't get why they're popping, but they have an audience. Like the reality is there's millions and millions and millions of people.
I feel like she's just obnoxious.
She's a dog shit Dej Loaf. She's a dog water Dej Loaf. Just like like if you took a knockoff Dej Loaf off the shelf.
Piling on right now, dog. You're piling on, all right. Right now you're piling. You know,
her daddy is the only reason why she got any play in the music industry, and it's very evident.
I don't know that's no, but
he
I
went bankrupt to make her album, and he will never get his money back.
Why do you say that? Like, but why do you say that like it's fact? Because I don't even like I don't know that
he went back. No, you didn't hear, bro. They were beefing about that.
Yeah,
he was beefing about it. He was fucking going broke trying to fucking help her, get this album.
He was already broke.
Yeah, well, yeah, and he was upset actually because she had mentioned something about
the broke bitch.
Him going broke after The Source, which was a old hip hop magazine, which he was involved with, had went under. So he didn't appreciate that. And
and then she was mad because he wouldn't give her money to fucking do that fucking album, and then she ended up fucking getting money to do the album. And then still shitted on him because he was talking about, the album ain't, going to do shit and this, that, and the third. And she sold him out, dropped that shit, and it's only doing like what, Billy? You said 11,000.
Yeah.
Man,
he said, Billy, what did you say? 11,000.
No, I mean, I feel you, but it's like, look, we're just very in tune with her. She has a name outside of music.
Bad.
We're seeing. So it's like not everybody builds such a presence on like social media while you're still seeing them build their musical presence. And, I think that's just the growth isn't in line. You know what I mean?
I think she's more popular on social media.
Agreed.
Than she is for her music. Like her music is just not even. I don't think her music will ever catch on. I mean, not anytime soon. She'll have to really like learn how to fucking rap and not do that fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Take her shit more serious and stop trying to like clown everybody. Like, bitch, I'm like the greatest. It's like, nah, bro, relax.
Well, here, real quick. Hey, can I get you to check in the Perminator? Perminator. Can I get you to check in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he fixed it.
You can hear us and we can hear you?
Yeah.
Took you an hour.
Y'all got my message of what I was actually hearing?
Hell
when
no.
y'all get off, y'all check it out.
Okay, for sure. Good to hear you and good to see you, man. Those glasses, very appropriate. But yeah, no. We well, what were we getting into with you here? Because we were talking about basketball. I know we kind of moved on past that, but
I think he was trying to say that LeBron James wasn't. And the Lakers were dogs.
Actually, why don't y'all do that? Because I gotta go shower.
They were the worst team in NBA history.
Oh yeah,
my brothers.
That's all I said.
Right,
all I said, Cole.
No,
they're the worst team in NBA history. That is that's such a strong statement. That's like such an aggressive statement to say about a team.
I understand what you're saying, but
that only has two players probably in the top 25, and then one of the players is in year 19, and then you don't have like a really good supporting cast around those players at that. Russell Westbrook had probably one of his worst seasons in his career. So I don't know
Russell
how you could
Westbrook
say.
had the worst season in his career. That is not
And then to top that
He's
off,
right on
they
par
weren't
with
even the
average.
worst. But to top that off, they weren't even the best team. They're not even the best team. They weren't even the worst team. I mean, in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
But I'm
how
just
you say
saying
the
that-
worst
and
team.
That's the main point that makes your
I'd
whole
say-
segment feels a little bit. Explain why that's the diff. Where is the difference
Like
there?
they barely missed the play-in game, and you talking about the
I'll say
worst
that.
team in history?
Yeah, okay. So let's look at some teams who are worse than them by record. Yes, you're correct. But when I put it in context of who plays for the team, that's why I say it's the worst team.
Who
But
plays?
you don't
NBA
give
history.
context because
Yeah.
you make it seem like
Yeah.
those players are still
Yeah.
in their prime.
Yeah.
But they were projected to go to the NBA Finals this year.
No, they were not. They
Yeah,
were never
they
favorites. They were never favorites.
What were they favored to do?
When the season started, the Golden State wasn't the favorite to come out of the West.
No. Wait, I mean, Clay was still hurt. Look it up.
Knew he was coming back.
They knew
What
he was coming
Bill's
back.
at? What Bill's at?
He slid.
Yeah, but they always said, and they still say today, that Clay isn't the same. He isn't moving like he used to move. He can't play defense like he used
Clay
to.
has been dropping
I mean, Clay
28,
was-
36. He just dropped 40 points.
He did.
Okay, I'm just saying what they said. They
Well,
still, but they
you
still say
check his
that.
resume. He's updating his resume now.
Clay missed 40 games. Draymond missed 30, and I think Steph missed 20.
You talking
Okay,
about what
they
he did
still
when he didn't play?
Are the third seed. They're still the third seed in the West. Okay, so then the Clippers did not have Paul George majority of the year. They did not have Kawhi Leonard at all. They were missing Powell, and they at least made the play-in game, but they still have another game to play to possibly make the 8th seed, I believe. And then Denver, once again, had one guy because Powell was hurt. No, I meant Porter was hurt, and also Murray was hurt. And the Lakers have 5 Hall of Famers and 4 top 25 players of all time.
Lakers.
They can't even make the play-in. Not
Stop
the
it,
playoffs.
Ken.
Forget the playoffs.
All right,
They
so
can't
when
even
Kobe
make
Bryant
the
was a rookie,
play-in.
how many Hall of Famers were on that team when Kobe Bryant was a rookie and he was playing like dog shit and he didn't play?
When
And they
who
didn't
was a
do
rookie?
shit that year. When
Kobe.
Kobe Bryant was a rookie on the Lakers.
But they made the playoffs.
Okay,
The
but what did
Lakers
they
aren't
do?
making the playoffs. Better yet, they're not even making the play-in.
Mm.
They
The
got
Lakers
bounced
made
in
the
first
playoffs.
round, man.
Do you
They
see
got bounced in the first round.
This is the thing. Before we hop
Like
off
Hall
here,
of Fame players that are old don't do shit for championship teams, man. They're role players.
They at least make the playoffs. Is my
Yeah,
point.
no, but
let me
And, and that
AD
many
missed
of
how
them.
many games? How many games
Okay.
did LeBron miss?
Denzel, let me
But
just say,
how many games did Clay miss? How many games did Steph miss? How many
Okay,
games
but
did
here's my point with that.
Kawhi
There's
miss? How
also
many games did
games.
Kawhi? Oh, he
There's
didn't
also
play the
games
whole
that they
season.
sat out. There's also games that those guys didn't play. They rested games also,
Well, that's
Yeah.
and they
them.
and
I
the
mean,
bench won.
That's like saying if Jordan wouldn't have retired, he would have, or whatever you want to call it. And I believe the same thing you believe. But if Jordan wouldn't have retired, he'd have 41,000 points.
yeah.
But if what y'all say, if
He
was
was
a fifth,
forced to leave. He was gambling. He got suspended.
So we just asked one question, just one very direct question. How much do you think that Kobe would average on that Bulls team? Just that question. Points per game.
Bulls team, which one?
Say Chicago Bulls, Rob.
Any of them.
Yeah, any of them really. But I mean, if you need me, I understand why you'd want a specific. Let's just say like the Rodman team with Pippen, Rodman.
I don't know. Back then, I mean, 20 something at least.
How much?
20 something at least.
Oh, 20 something.
Not the rookie Kobe Bryant, but what
We're
you
talking
mean?
Kobe. We are talking about the prime
I'm
Kobe.
talking about the youngest champion in NBA history, Kobe Bryant. That's what I'm
You motherfucker respect him now.
Average at least 20.
At least 20. Shut up, kid. Kid, that is ridiculous. You are hating right now. At least 20? Bro, his shit just free. He's shook. Yeah,
Gates,
you're shook right now.
Gates, they try to kick you off the internet with that take, boy. They try to get you out of there, boy.
Bro,
Woo.
headphones ain't
Went out
working.
again.
Yeah,
The
look.
Mamba
average
came for
20-something,
you.
though.
The Mamba came for you right there, boy, because you throwing smut on his name, boy. You
Yeah,
throwing smut
liar.
on his name, cat.
He said play with the Mamba's name.
Could agree, boys. Ghost came back for you, boy.
He said, "Go fucking internet playing my fucking name right
I'm
now."
gonna go out and come back in. I don't know what happened again.
Yeah, no, don't even worry about it.
Mama came for his ass, boy. Said, "Get up out of here with that smut."
Look at that smut. 20 points. He said at least 20. Like
So, Kobe Bryant would
20 to
be
20.
he'd average at least 29 points with
30 points. I'd give him
Yeah.
30 points.
Oh,
Yo,
me
no.
too, bro. Because that
I mean,
team
you
would be
you had
so.
like
No, hold on, Ken. Hold on. You
20
said your
something.
piece. You said your piece. You said your piece. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
You said you said this smut.
before his headset goes down, he can't hear us anymore. You are
Listen,
full
listen.
with that take. 20
It's like at
points.
least 30 points, bro.
Literally,
I
that
said 20 something. 20 something.
At least 30.
yeah,
at
it's
least
30 points. And like we're talking about, he did
Okay,
that on
30.
the Lakers. Did he do that? Did he average 30
Okay,
points with
30.
that? Because I think he did.
Okay,
There's a
30.
season where he
But, I
averaged
mean, it
like
was
30
it was
something points, like 32 points in a season or something,
Yeah.
bro. So,
Yeah, you're right. Okay, he would average 30
and that
something. I'm
team
not gonna
wasn't
argue
built. That team wasn't just built with the same kind of talent that Jordan had around him. You know what I'm saying? Kobe's back half of his career, he
What
didn't have the
team?
same talent Jordan did. The last two championships he had.
What team?
If Kobe had the talent that he needed, though that last half of his career, he would have had he would have had 4 titles. He lost
If
to
he
the
would have had the
Celtics
talent
and he
Jordan
lost
did,
to the Pistons.
well,
He should have never lost those series.
Spoo,
he
had the
definitely shouldn't have
talent.
lost to the Pistons.
Yeah.
Now losing to the Celtics was different, but they definitely shouldn't have lost to the Pistons.
Yeah,
Then they went and got Pio.
Denzel.
And then Pio was playing like dog shit.
Denzel, stop talking for a second. I want to get your opinion on this because this is kind of like an interesting question. I think if you put prime best version of Kobe Bryant on this Chicago Bulls team, say with Rodman is just the one that we're kind of going off of. So after he had already got there along with Pippen, how much points do you think that he would you be comfortable saying that he could average there?
Am I tripping or didn't Michael average like 40 or something like that?
I think like 35, 36 one year. He did go
Went crazy.
All right, so probably I don't know. Honestly,
The
prime Kobe?
rules was different then.
okay. No, time out. Let him
They
answer.
were harder to score.
Both of y'all, let him answer. Come on.
No, I mean, I
Probably
honestly, I don't know
easy,
exactly. I'd probably say in the 30 range, to be honest. I think he's really good, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean,
100%.
prime Kobe, like the best of the best he's ever been. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he was doing that.
What
Share the ball with Shaq. That's all I like have to say. I feel like.
Right.
what's the point of this question? I'm trying to.
What do you mean? Well, we were
I
just
mean,
talking.
Kobe would have a prime Kobe back then would have averaged 30 something.
You
30, 20, high 20s, 30.
Like, in this conversation, it's like, oh, 20, maybe I could say 20 he might average. Like, what the fuck? It wouldn't even,
20
like 20
something.
points.
I said 20 something.
bro, listen, but the
He's
thing is,
averaging like 30.
yeah,
You know what his hit all his like high. I don't think he scored less than 30 points on any franchise in the NBA.
oh, like, let he average
mean?
playing against them.
Average?
No, like his high, like he does like his high. He doesn't have like so he doesn't. When you look at his games versus
You mean
like
his
NBA
career high
teams,
against every team?
not career high. Like he doesn't have like yeah, basically like his career lows against every team. There's none under 30. Like so he doesn't have a game
What?
under 30 points.
What the fuck does
Well, I
that?
guess his career high. Yeah, I guess you could say all his
You're-
career highs are
on-
no, he was right. He was right.
Yeah, you're.
All his career highs are not under 30. That's right.
I feel that. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I
And
don't
most
know,
of them,
man.
most of them are
I-
in the 40s.
No, I think it's not even a no-brainer.
No, I don't believe that.
I don't think Kobe was ever
Okay, look it up.
where he would have been able to be emboldened offensively like that in his prime. To your point, Deuce, I think he was probably asked to maybe do too much offensively towards the end of his career when he was playing.
Fucking Achilles.
Exactly, and he had a lot of injuries at that
He
point.
was averaging 29 points at that time, bro. 29 points is what he was averaging.
When are you
That's
saying?
like when he tore his Achilles.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
He was
What?
averaging like 29, 5,
Kobe
and 5,
Bryant
I'm
is
pretty sure.
Kobe Bryant is the only player in NBA history to score 40 plus points against every team in the NBA. Score 40, not average though. I mean,
You were
that's pretty
talking about
impressive,
average.
though.
I have the
First
averages
move.
here. His averages are in the mid 20s for every single team. He has about averages about 20 across his career, about 27 to about 22 for every single team.
One thing to consider with Kobe, though,
Hey,
I think
all
is
right.
point real quick. Let me just say this: is at the beginning of his career, he actually had to earn minutes, so he has pretty much a year, which is going to drag down the rest of his statistics. Where LeBron and Michael Jordan out the gate were coming out as the main players in their for their franchise. So I think that's just an interesting point to make. So there was a year where he was
Okay,
playing.
well,
You're talking about Spoo, and he maybe played like 7 minutes in that game. You know what I mean?
Right.
so I'm
I mean, he was giving it to everybody. man.
and Deuce is right. I'm looking at it right now. But they only got 29 teams, so he
Always played for the Lakers.
Oh yeah. He played for the Lakers, so that's not gonna count. But he is right. He don't score at least 40 on every team.
I thought he said 30.
I said 30.
Not
just
40.
to be
Yeah, he
safe.
said 40.
It's not an average though. It's just his high is at least 40 on every team. Well, y'all can't see that.
See that shit? Thank you, but but no, thank you. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just, I mean, like, bro, when you look at Kobe, he
But
he
Kobe
scored
has the
81
most
points in a
missed shots
game.
in NBA history too.
Oh, okay. Talk about it, Deuce.
What's his average though for his career average though for field goals?
But Kobe also has the most misses in NBA history.
So if he has the most misses and doesn't have the most shots attempted, then does that immediately disqualify him? What are we talking about with that, Deuce? When you mentioned that, is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, basically, I'm trying to see like what is like if he's doing that shit efficiently, then don't matter.
Yeah. Well, efficiently, I don't think that's possible, but yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, we just gotta see what it's looking
Kobe
like.
has 25 points per game average.
Efficiently, that's a very interesting way to put that.
Kobe, let's see, guard Kobe Bryant played 20 seasons for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Thank
His
you.
career average is 25 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 4.7 assists. 1,346 regular season games.
Okay.
So he averaged 25. Jordan averaged 30, almost 31.
Yeah. Interesting question. I don't know.
You gotta think, man. Them first years, he was, taking a back seat to the big Diesel.
Yeah, I think that's
After that first championship, his first season he averaged 7.6 points a game. Second season 15.4. Third season 19.9. The first championship year he averaged 22.5. The second championship 28.5. The third championship 25.2. And then the year they lost against the Pistons, I guess he averaged 30. He averaged 35.4 in 05-06 season.
now here.
And then 31.6 in 06-07 season.
Bro, he was a fucking walking bucket. Like,
Kobe was the man. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was the man.
bucket. Just a
How did
walking
you
bucket.
feel when you watched him play basketball?
You knew you were watching
Me?
fucking greatness.
No, I'm really just kidding. Well, I mean,
Greatness.
to be honest, guys, I do want to move forward just because there's a few things I want to hit before we hop off here. And we've already been on here for a while. I don't want to keep you guys too late. I wanted to just touch on with you guys the Kyler Murray situation. He's saying that at least there's word coming out that he doesn't intend to play without a contract extension.
His agent.
Agent. For that.
His agent leaked that shit.
Well, I think now,
Yeah.
Before, remember he came out and said, was talking about his contract, then it died down. But after this quarterback situation has kind of settled down, with Deshaun Watson and all the movement, now he want to bring this back up again.
Sure.
So I think it's timing of what he's actually doing.
Maybe it's so you're. I mean, a point of leverage where it's like the quarterback market is starting to dry up. Now he would be like the only one, the crown jewel of the market in a way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
For example, who's your football team? I'm actually not sure.
You said me?
Yeah.
Me?
No.
I honestly, dead ass, I really don't even know. I haven't kept up with football in a minute, so I'm gonna be 100% real with you.
No, that's fair. Well, because I mean, my question is, I know both of your guys. I know Gates is a Bucks and Deuce is a Commanders fan. So my question would be for you guys: would you guys take Kyler? I mean, what's the price there?
Why
And
you gotta say
would
it
you guys
like that, man?
take
Why you
Kyler
gotta
Murray?
say Commanders like that?
I don't want him.
Commanders, stupid ass name. How about you come up with a better name than that and not a
I would
slur
rather,
that
I would
hard?
rather not. I would rather not. I would rather the Comanches, but whatever.
That's the thing. This man's team is like, if they can't use a racial slur, then they're like, man, give us at least 2 years. Give us at least 2 years to come up with another name. Then,
Yeah. Nah, but
yeah, go ahead.
I think Kyler was smart about this though, bro. I mean, it's all strategic. He
Yeah.
saw the money that Deshaun Watson just got guaranteed, and he's like, "Fuck it, like you're gonna give me that kind of money, or I'm gonna sit here and like force my way out, and then get that money from somewhere else." You know what I mean? I think that's basically how he's trying to play it. Only thing is, he doesn't have that no trade clause, so it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But I think he's definitely trying to, play that game to where he can force his way out and get that big contract, with that big money that he wants. Because I don't think Arizona really wants to give it to him, and I don't think they will. He
Yeah.
hasn't really. He ain't shown enough to really like get that kind of deal yet. He
I
ain't
get-
won enough.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Go ahead, Gates.
No, I was gonna say I was just agreeing with Deuce because, like, what has he really done? Last year they started out hot, but they fizzled out, and I think he got hurt as well.
They lost
So-
5 games in a row.
Part of that is
Yeah.
like, hey guys, we kind of lose sight of this, and the person he's replacing didn't get this grace either. Don't get me wrong, but he's only like a third year quarterback. You know what I mean? How many years is he in the league? 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is
3. I mean, in this year,
They
we were
didn't
talking
third last year, I think.
towards
pick
the
up his options.
season, we thought about him as a possible MVP candidate at the beginning of the season. So it really only fell off towards the back of the season. I think, if anything, we're moving off of him way too quick. I think
No, we're not moving off of him. I'm just saying. DeAndre Hopkins went out, and then what happened?
No, I mean it didn't go how you would have liked, but I'm saying let's also have perspective. He's a third-year quarterback, I believe, and
This is a man that's probably lost
still on his
less
rookie
than 10
contract.
games in his career, in his life,
what was that?
before he got in the NFL.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, what the fuck? No, that's not true.
Kyler Murray probably lost 10 games in his life before he hit the NFL, bro. So, I mean, let's not act like he's not a great he's the top 10 quarterback in the NFL right now. So we got to hold him to that standard. You got to be able to perform. Like, look at Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
What was it, the 20th something overall line, and still was able to make the Super Bowl. You got to make it happen.
yeah, but
And
what you just said, he's a top 10 quarterback. Maybe we should have a little bit more perspective. There's 9 other of those in the world, So if you think like you're going to get rid of Kyler Murray because you don't want to pay him, and you're just going to go and one of the other 9 Dragon Balls, then
And they might get Baker.
well,
Then-
what I'm
then-
saying is,
you
if
just
could,
traded.
I'm just playing.
you
Okay.
can't get Baker. You're not going to take Kyler for Baker because
That
then you're going to have to pay.
So
fucking
glad you were
Kyler.
playing because it was actually really funny when you said that. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
that was crazy.
That's why I laughed when I said it.
yeah.
But
So
I mean, what does he really rank? He wants to be paid like a big time quarterback, but what does he really rank? Because, like I said, his rookie year, he didn't do nothing. Then they brought in
He played
DeAndre
well.
Hopkins, so they're trying to get help around him. But I think
yeah,
it's too soon to pay him all that. In my opinion, I think it's too soon. Maybe one more year, and
No,
then
pay
go
him
off of
now.
that.
Pay him now because he'll be cheaper now than in 2 years. But why also say pay
I'm
him
saying
now?
1 year.
No, I mean no, because if it's his 3rd year, they can pick up his option and then keep him on his 5th year option.
yeah, but he'd probably flex that. Like, hey, y'all cannot pick that up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
I mean, fuck it. That's why. I mean, but either way, wait a year. You're still gonna have to pay more. The CBA's going.
Oh, I
up,
feel you. Honestly,
So but that's just one minute problem. Paying him really is an issue. You're gonna pay your quarterback
if you
regardless.
don't pay him, you're betting against him.
Right.
what it is.
So you
Yeah,
pay him.
yeah.
You pay him regardless. But the problem is that you want to get him
I
on
looked
a
up there.
friendly deal now, so he doesn't really bite you in the ass later, like how Dak Prescott did with Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Because then you're gonna have to either trade him or get rid of him for cheaper than what you want, and then put yourself in an even worse position.
Command,
know,
you make that move.
Yeah, no, like what
So
should have happened is with the Cardinals, if they didn't want to pay him, they should have been working on deals to trade him on the back door to either get a bunch of first round picks from a team that had multiple this year, or they should have sat there and traded with another top quarterback like for Deshaun Watson when he was available. They didn't make that happen, which was dumb. Like now they're in a pickle. They're in a problem, and they're fucked. Personally,
Yeah.
I think they're fucked.
Yeah.
But he's going into his fourth. He's going into his fourth season, by the way.
Yeah, so now they have to
Been
pick
about
up
the
his option
same.
for the next year.
So yeah, so third year.
He's been about the same every year.
Okay.
3,700 yards. Wait. 37-22 his first year. 20 TDs, 12 interceptions. Second year, 39-71, 26 TDs, 12 interceptions. And last year, 37-87, 24 TDs, 10 interceptions. So he's
That's
about
terrible.
Hmm.
I like my quarterbacks above 4,000.
he's consistent at that point.
And did you give us his rushing stats? Because that's something he does.
Yeah, that's true.
What's that?
I mean,
Rushing.
I would expect him to be over 4,000 passing yards, at least 25 plus.
Well, but no, he's not. He's not playing every game.
But his touchdowns and his interceptions is fucked up too. That's what bothers me.
The interceptions are high.
He don't play it every.
12 interceptions.
He don't play it every
fucking
game except for
Jesus
last
Christ.
year.
Oh, okay.
16, and last year he played 14.
Well, then, so last year, then he outpaced the other years because you said they're on pace yardage wise, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yeah. So yards per game would be high.
Interceptions too. He looks like he was about to throw 15 interceptions.
Might have. Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, look.
Last year he probably would have got 4,000 yards, right at 4,000.
Yeah.
A little over.
And do you see the rushing stats there or no? Well, all good. If you needed your glasses, you could have told me.
That's why you should have worn them dark ass shades.
Man's pupils dilated in a
These
bunch.
are prescription, by the way.
Yeah, no, they're not. I'm sure they are.
Look like he go bass fishing.
Why does it look like he's about to go swimming? It look like he got goggles on for real. Go
I got my glasses on now.
yeah, go take a dip. Oh shit.
He looks like the guy from Mr. Incredibles, the ice guy.
Frozone. Fucking try his ass. Hey, honestly, let's go ahead and get into these this last one that I wanted to get into so we can get some sleep for our busy day tomorrow, I bet. Drake dissing Pusha T. Have we heard it? Any of us?
No, but I love it. I love the energy.
Yeah, there's some leaked bars that got leaked. Spood, have you heard this?
Which bars?
Drake dissing Pusha T.
Like new ones?
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Here, I'll read them off to you in my voice.
Yeah, please.
Okay, look, my urges for revenge are uncontrollable. I know we're getting older, though, yeah, but I got to get an N-word back for that. It's non-negotiable. It's not even debatable. All I hear is plug talk coming from middlemen. All I hear is tall tales coming from little men. Oh my God, gave him fucking heat. Just kidding. If I see you, I split you in faces. Some of these lyrics might be fucking wrong. What does that even mean? Oh no. I take that back. Let me rewind it. My fault. Okay, I'm high.
Are you skipping lines? You skipping bars, man?
I'm not. If I just read this wrong. If I see you, I spit in you. It's spit in your faces, not split, but I'm spitting in your face. Daytona with the green faces. So that's his Pusha T's album with Kanye. So okay. So I mean, nothing too crazy in my opinion.
Well, first, why are they beefing?
Because way back in the days, just a couple years ago, Pusha T is actually the person that exposed that Drake had a kid to the public.
Speaking
And
of Drake, Drake bets
Have what?
200K on the Warriors.
he what?
He just bet 200K on the Warriors to win the championship.
Wow, just to have that kind of money
I'm
spend on
locking in.
tomfoolery.
I'm locking in 300
But
on
you
the
said
Warriors.
back in the day he had what?
Back in the day, Pusha T had released a diss track, and in it he mentioned just that Drake had a child, and people at that time publicly didn't know that. So
Adonis.
yeah, obviously that he didn't appreciate that. So then that unfolded, and there's also a bunch of other stuff like ghostwriting claims and that were substantiated, and things like that. So they just had kind of like a thing going back and forth. But most people believe that Pusha T pretty much just destroyed him the first time, because I mean he pretty much did. He went way more personal, and he also had a track where he dissed Drake's engineer 40 that worked with him for having MS. So it was real cold blooded. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why he wait so long to come back at him?
Mm,
Okay. Or has this been a ongoing thing?
sometimes when you get punched in your face really, really fucking hard, you got to take a second and you got to step back and you got to say, okay.
Nah.
Okay.
Well, Drake disses him, but
Like Mike
the
said.
problem is with Drake is his disses. You don't necessarily catch on to like like unless he does like a complete diss track response, you don't really notice it because he does diss him in his albums and shit.
Subliminal.
Yeah, it's just subliminal, but he disses him all the
So-
time. It's just the way that he flows, you just don't really notice it. But like if you like watch people who like break down his music and shit, they're like, oh well, look, this is referring to this is it's like, but you wouldn't fucking know that. You're just thinking, oh, it sounds cool.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck.
So it's
Yeah.
like when Mike Tyson say everybody got a plan until you get punched in the face.
I think so, to
Basically,
an extent. Yeah.
basically, yeah. You know, he just, you know what I'm saying? His disses are different. That's why I mean I'm still shocked Drake kind of murdered Meek Mill in that little battle they had because
Yeah. Well, at that time, that was really surprising. Another thing, I don't know if you remember, but there's actually a diss track. I believe Meek Mill is dissing Kendrick Lamar, I think, and kind of starts a little bit of a sparring match with him, but it never really goes anywhere.
he didn't respond.
I gotta look, try to find that song. It was like off one of his mixtapes a long time ago, but yeah, didn't really go anywhere, but I thought it was really good. Kendrick Lamar, by the way, how do you feel about an album coming out with him? In my opinion, every time he drops something, it kind of shakes the whole
He's
landscape.
coming out with one with J. Cole.
Oh, that rumored forever. Not
That's what it was.
though. Supposedly, he's kind of on pace to drop his last TDE project.
So he's gonna go independent.
Yeah, something like that. He got a record label, I think, called PG Lang. Yeah. Spoo, how do you feel about Kendrick, man? I haven't really. That's not something we've discussed, but I know you're a huge hip hop fan.
I like Kendrick. I think he's really, really good. I think his albums are really, really nice. I think Mad City, whatever the fuck, was a really good album and shit.
Yeah. Incredible album. And I'm not even gonna lie, I got emotional on the way to work listening to that the other day. No bullshit.
I think the thing
think they
is,
both
like,
suck.
Kendrick is like the best, like in like the whole. I guess some people will call it backpack rap or whatever the fuck, but I think Kendrick would be like the best example of that. I'm not a big J. Cole fan, to be honest. He has bars. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm not really like a big fan. I can't really like his. I don't know. I can't really get behind him too much. Kendrick is the best version.
Recently, J. Cole's been going nuts, but I agree with you. I think J. Cole's almost like a meld between Drake and Kendrick. And for me personally, I go to Drake or Kendrick for those things that I think J. Cole gives me I don't want to say watered down version of, but I'll just say that for time purposes. And
I think it's a combination of J. Cole though. I think he's a combination of both, like you said.
That's the thing.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
J. Cole's almost like a
Which I
Gunna
kinda
or
like.
Lil Baby to me, to be honest with you. Like Lil Baby and Gunna are like kind of like, I mean, they make good music, but like they're kind of just like a little brother to Young Thug, you know what I mean? And like in their own sort of way, I guess. I don't know. They're kind of like generic. I mean, they have a good image and stuff, but I just don't really listen to them like crazy because it's all kind of like the same done before kind of stuff. So I see J. Cole and them almost in the same level.
No, I feel that. I could definitely, yeah, but I mean, I do think like some of the features that I've heard from J. Cole this year and the album that he dropped, I think kind of, in my opinion, to the off season for him to drop, in my opinion, what is his best album, kind of in the fourth quarter of his career, according to him, because he's ready to retire. It was really impressive. It kind of reminded me of like Jay-Z coming and dropping the Black album after he actually did retire. But as a kid, I remember that kind of impact for me, like reintroducing me to this artist. And it was just a very polished version of what we've got.
Should have stayed retired.
Why do you say that? Like for real. J. Cole, oh no, you're saying Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Did you hear Jay-Z and Pusha T's
I'm fucking
new
around. I
song?
knew that'd get you though.
I did. I didn't care for it, honestly. Neck
I
wrist.
thought it went kind of hard, bro. Like, I don't even really like Pusha T's, like, king of the coke, you know, Scarface, drug dealer. Like, I don't really care for that kind of stuff, really, like, for him.
Yeah.
But I thought the song went pretty hard. And I think Jay-Z had some, like the Phase on Love bar and stuff. Like, if you, like, look, it's pretty fucking hard, like, the way he did it, delivered it.
I had to go back and listen to that. I remember I liked the that it had Pharrell on it, right?
I believe he made the beat or something like that, or maybe he was in the chorus or something. I think he produced it, perhaps.
I think he might have been a part of producing it, and then in the chorus someplace. I really liked his contributions. They stepped out, and I do like. I honestly do like Pusha T's kind of like constant coke angles. Like he's just that, and he doesn't rap enough for me to get tired of it from him. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, for me, I think my expectations are just very high from both of them. I'm expecting them to come in and both have like a battle of coke bars and them just go crazy battle rap.
I'll admit though, I like Pusha T more than like a Rick Ross when it comes to like coke bars and things like that.
Yeah.
Like I'll take Pusha T any day over Rick Ross, to be honest.
No, I agree. It's more kind of. It's just it seems more lyrical. Although, oh man, honestly, we gotta.
It's more authentic.
Yeah, I hate to cut this, but honestly, I have to cut it because like we're dying over here on my end. 2% on what I'm working off of, and I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Got to shut it down for sure. Damn it.
Yeah.
Hey, but we should do this more often. The live.
Hey,
This
I'm
is
back
super easy.
in commission.
And you're, I don't know. Yeah. All right. So gates open. The gates are open, everybody, man, and the headphones are working. The mics are working. Go check him out at Gates Open Media. Spoodafoo, man. We need to have you in this mug, man. We need to definitely have you on a podcast. I want to have you do the NBA commentary or some UFC commentary. I think it'd just be dope. You're just super easy and organic to sit here and kick it with.
Well, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I'll be here whenever you send that link. I'm clicking.
Yes, sir. Okay, bet. Oh, and shout out to Bills too, by the way, who had. Okay.
Yes, sir. Bills. He was showering or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got sitting politic on some new stuff.
Yeah, no, man, you did. Actually, you challenged me to get on here and figure it out tonight, and I'm happy I did because now I could utilize this on my channel. And then hopefully I can get on your channel and we could do it. So know about that tomorrow night. I would definitely be down to run this back and do that on your channel. But before this shit dies on me, literally, Deuce Andretti, the man, I appreciate you for sure. Thank you for hopping on here and arguing. Maybe we'll get you on tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what's up. You're a busy man. But we definitely want to get you on the Gates Open so you can go ahead and kill us, man. Kid, you got killed on this live tonight. I'm gonna keep it real.
No, I didn't. Not at all.
That's why you had
Not
to
at all. I put it in context.
You didn't want this to be on your channel.
Barbecue chicken.
No, it'll.
Oh,
I don't know where you went, but it'll be on that next time.
All right, brother boys. I'll see
It'll
y'all
be on his channel without him.
the next time.
All right, Gates Open, baby.
Be easy, guys.